Microsoft has been stated to saying that the Xbox One X, this Scorpio Edition, is the fastest selling pre-order of all time for all Xboxes. And I go to look at that, and I've waited a couple. I've actually, getting back into making more videos here. This is the second one I'm making right now. Who knows how many I'm going to be making. I'm going to try to catch up on some of my thoughts on some things out there. But I looked at this. I thought about it. I read comments. I read one comment, and I'm going to paraphrase what this person says. So you look at the Xbox, the OG Xbox. It did well. It had good pre-orders, but it was still small. Compared to everything else, it was the newcomer. The Xbox 360 had horrible numbers at first because if you look it up, their production, they only spent 69 days from start to delivering that system. It was rushed to where the numbers and pre-orders, they were there, and it did well. And I'm just paraphrasing some of this stuff, and you can go look up all the numbers if you want to. Then you get the Xbox One. It didn't do so well. It did well. It did okay, but it's still not caught up to the Sony PlayStation. And then you come down to the Xbox One X Scorpio Edition. Fastest, best-selling Xbox pre-order, of all time. So you're looking at Microsoft, a very limited set of a custom console, even though it's just a bunch of, lettering on it, Project Scorpio. It's very limited. It sells out because I know people are going to want the Scorpio. Some people, Xbox One X or the Scorpio Edition. Because the Xbox fans, whether you're fanboys that are just doing it just to hate on everything else, or you're just, you're an Xbox fan, you like playing it, your friends are there, you're ready for the biggest leap for the newest generation of console. I know it's going to sell. I mean, the PS4 Pro sold okay. But, so you're bragging about a very limited number outselling or selling super well versus normal console sales. That's called fudging the numbers. And I don't even have all the numbers, but I'm going to call bullshit. You cannot boast a limited quantity, limited run. Here's a limited run, super rare collectible figure, and it's sold the fastest. Okay, it had, what if that figure was limited to 5,000 runs and a normal figure limited to 50,000 runs? Well, it sold faster than this other one. Of course it sold faster. Simple. If you only have 5,000 things, it sells faster than 50,000 things. So if you only have this much Scorpio Edition Xbox One X's and you have this much of the normal ones coming out, which are going to come out this next month, the pre-orders I've read, of course it's going to sell faster. I don't know. I know I'm probably going to get some comments that I'm being an Xbox hater. I'm hating on Microsoft. Come on, people. This is just silly. It's Microsoft padding the news, padding the numbers, and hoping you will just go with it. And it's until they show us numbers versus the One S. What was the pre-orders on that? Did it sell well? Well, probably not many people pre-ordered. I mean, they probably did. But how many released how many was the Xbox One S? And how many of the pre-orders? The One, and how many pre-ordered? The 360, again, with its problematic launch. The OG, which sold near I think it was a couple million or more, a few million in a few months there. I was reading that up. I'm going to try to leave some links to the Wikipedia articles, which, of course, this Wikipedia, and I try to find some numbers, but they were talking about with a lot of references were how well they sold and the problems that the 360 had when it launched due to the hardware supply limitations. But I don't understand why Microsoft is having to boast this, other than they don't think it's going to sell well when the full pre-orders come out. And if they don't sell out, what are they going to say? Oh, well, everybody that really wanted it got this one. No, you had a super select subset of a custom build console, and of course it sold out fast. But then comparing it to the One S, the 360, the OG, I'm like, wow. That's just trying to get some attention to your $500 box that you hope sells and it makes your money back, right? So what do you think? That's the reported the best-selling pre-order of all time just bullshit like I think, and I think it is. I mean, it was a limited edition box. I don't see how that compares to the full run of a new box. Do you? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Everything should have popped up on the screen. Subscribe and share, and just, let me know. What do you think about this? I'm not hating on Microsoft or Xbox, but I don't like when companies fudge numbers like this and make it seem like it was something greater than it was. All right, everybody. Pick Yo Gamer. Out.